Carlos, it's Ava. Call me, okay? I know Sabrina's wedding was yesterday. I just want to know how you're doing.
Sean, did you find anything out about Carlos Rivera? Because I need to know. You need to know what to make.
Maxi? Robin?
Get your hands off her.
Honey, it's lovely to run into you. I haven't seen you since Franco's art show.
No, you haven't.
I'm sorry. I know it was a very unpleasant evening for you. It really is too bad that you and Morgan argued.
You and your lowlife brother convinced my son to put a bug in my office. So basically, you turned him against me.
Morgan makes his own decisions, and if those decisions happen to hurt you, I'm sorry.
You're so smug. You and your brother hit a couple shipments, and you think you can run this town. You gotta understand something. You hit me, I hit you back.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Back up. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy? Does this work in your world? Because it doesn't work in mine.
Okay, look.
What did you just say?
Okay, let's just take
Is this
a
how
step
you treat
back
your
here.
great loves, Carlos? You take advantage of them when they're hurt and vulnerable?
I'm not the one who took advantage
Give
of
me a
Sabrina.
break. You know damn well we were supposed to be married last night. When that didn't happen, that's when you make your move? What kind of man are you?
Twice the man you'll ever be.
Oh, is that right? Then why don't we go outside and we can figure this out?
Look, don't try and ease your conscience by showing up here
on.
playing hero,
Patrick,
dog.
okay, stop.
Nobody needs...
Stop! Nobody took advantage of me, okay? I came here because I wanted to. Maxi, it's okay. Let me just explain everything.
No, I don't care what you have to say. What, did Georgie send you?
What? Georgie?
God, she only sent you because she thinks that I'll do what you say, like you're the only person that can get through to me. But forget it, okay? No ghost is gonna tell me what to do.
Maxi, I'm not a ghost.
Yes, you are! You died in that lab explosion, and I would know because it was my fault. I caused it. My purse got caught on that gas line, but not before I made some dramatic exit where I called you selfish, which would be funny if it wasn't so tragic because we all know that I'm the selfish one here, and it would be better off if I were dead.
Listen to me. Maxi!
No, I don't care what you have to say.
Just stop it!
I can't believe that you just slapped me. You're supposed to be nice. What? Wait a second. You just slapped me. You're really here. You're alive?
Maxi, I'm alive.
Are you suggesting that you're going to come after me?
It's not your bone marrow that Danny needs.
What about your son? Michael loves my daughter. If you were to kill me, Kiki would be destroyed. How would you explain that to Michael?
Well, that's my problem, not yours. But for what I understand, your daughter's not very attached to you, so if something did happen to you, Kiki and Michael would just, they'd be fine.
Sonny, you don't want to do this. Not with everything I'm doing for you.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think I'm here? I'm here to testify against AJ.
Okay, I ran into Carlos on the pier last night. I was upset, Patrick. I needed somebody to talk to, and Carlos was there to talk. That's all there was.
He brought you here just to talk to.
Okay, well, I look, no, not exactly, but...
Sabrina, come on. You don't owe this guy an explanation.
Yes, I do, okay? Patrick. Okay, we didn't just talk, but besides trying to drink my body weight in tequila, nothing happened, all
It
right?
didn't look like nothing.
Okay, Carlos kissed me, but I only responded as a reflex. It didn't mean anything to
Can
me.
we please just go get some private time? Can we get your stuff and can we just get out of here, please?
Why would she go anywhere with you? After what you did to her last night.
So the entire time we thought you were dead, you were being held prisoner by Jerry Jacks?
Well, Faison and Obrecht are to blame as well, but no, it was Jerry. He was the one that orchestrated the whole thing.
That means the lab explosion was not my fault.
No, it wasn't. The whole thing, the explosion, it was all staged. Even if your bag had caught on a gas jet, it still wouldn't have been your fault. I mean, it would have been an accident. Plain and simple.
Do you know how many people have tried to tell me that? But I couldn't hear them. It had to be you. You were the only person who could get through to me. Robin, not only have I missed you so much that it hurt, but I've really needed you. You have no idea how much.
Maxie, when I first got here, you said to not talk you out of it. What did you mean? Why did you come here? Did you come here to take those pills?
You don't know what you're talking about.
I'll drop the outrage fiance act, Doc. You don't get the moral high ground here. You stranded Sabrina at the altar.
Carlos, stay out of it.
I'm already in it. It is my shoulder you were crying on last night. And isn't this exactly what I told you would happen? His dead wife shows up and Patrick forgets
Sabrina,
all about
that is
you.
not true.
Oh, it's not? Oh, is that why you're here? Have you come to tell us that you've chosen Sabrina over your wife?
You remember our conversation a few months back? I was with AJ the night of the murder. I witnessed his drunken rage at the floating rib. You asked me to tell the police what I knew. I obliged.
And was that supposed to mean something to me?
I keep my promises. Even to you. I hope you think about that, Sonny. There's no reason we have to be enemies.
Now that the jury is seated, we may proceed. Counselor, call your next witness.
The state calls Ava Jerome to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Of course I do.
You had a baby with Spinelli. Wow. I really have missed a lot these past 2 years.
Yeah. And you can go ahead and say it, typical Maxie. I'm in over my head. Except this time, instead of just screwing up my life, I messed up Dante and Lulu's. And Spinelli's. And worst of all, our daughters. All because I acted without thinking.
I wouldn't say that. Sounds like you did a lot of thinking.
Yeah, and it was all wrong.
No, it wasn't. You were at every turn, Maxie, looking out for your friends and trying to make them happy. I mean, I understand it didn't turn out the way that you would have wanted, but everything that you did out of love.
You really think so?
I'm the person that tells you the truth, remember?
Yeah. Thank you, Robin. That does mean a lot that you said that. But it doesn't change the fact that I can't see my daughter.
But you said that's not permanent, right?
Well, it might be. I mean, if I go near her in the next 6 months, I will be arrested.
It will be difficult to stay away, but it's not impossible.
How do you know?
I didn't see Emma for almost 2 years.
If there was any doubt about me being selfish, I think I just proved it.
No. I don't mean it that way. I brought it up because I want you to know I understand exactly how you feel. I mean, every single day I woke up and thought, if I don't get to see Emma today, I'm not gonna make it. But I did.
Yeah, but you're the strongest person that I know.
You're gonna survive. I promise you. And as strong as you think I am, you're even stronger.
Ms. Jerome, would you describe to the jury your encounter with H.A. Quartermain on the night of August 23rd, 2013?
With pleasure. I ran into AJ at the Floating Rib. He was ranting about losing control of ELQ. He was completely irrational.
Objection? Speculation. Sustained.
Did the defendant mention Connie?
Yes, he did. At length. In fact, she was the focus of his rage. He blamed her for all that had gone wrong in his life. I have no doubt that he killed her.
Objection. Ms. Jerome's opinion is completely irrelevant. Sustained. Ms. Jerome, please limit your...
Did your mom say anything to you about testifying?
Ever since she convinced Morgan to betray your father, no, I haven't exactly been picking up her phone calls.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Miss Miller. Other than an idle conversation with my client in a bar, do you have any actual proof as to who killed Connie Falconeri?
No, I don't.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I can't believe that you are here.
That makes two of us. I thought I would never get free.
Oh, not just in Port Charles, although that is amazing, but I'm talking about the fact that you showed up at the cemetery when I needed you the most. I mean, how did you find me?
Didn't mean to, actually. I came here to check out my memorial, as morbid as that is. But then, I don't know, some kind of presence. I don't know. It just led me here. However it happened, I'm glad.
Me too. Oh, God, it's so good to see you. And not that I'm complaining, but now that you're home, why are you hanging out in the cemetery? Why aren't you spending every second you have with Patrick and Emma?
There's a bit of a problem with that.
Oh, God. The wedding.
I got to the church at the very beginning of the ceremony, and I watched Patrick and Sabrina say their vows to each other. I don't know, I just froze. I stood back at the church and I let the ceremony go on and...
Wait, so Patrick actually married Sabrina?
Well, technically no. Just before Lucy was about to pronounce them man and wife, Emma saw me. And she ran to me and I held onto her so tight, like I would never let her go. And well, that stopped the entire wedding.
That must have been awkward.
You can say that again. And now I'm not sure if I'm the one that gets to be a family with Patrick again, or if he's starting a new family with Sabrina.
This has nothing to do with you. What happened last night is between Sabrina and me.
Yeah. But doesn't Sabrina at least deserve an answer? I mean, just to clarify things at the hospital. So when you ask her to change a bedpan, she knows if it's a doctor asking or her fiancé.
Carlos, shut up! Patrick is right. This has nothing to do with you, all right?
I'm just looking out for you, Sabrina. I don't want this guy jerking you around anymore.
Okay, look, what happened at our wedding was completely crazy, and to ask Patrick to process that in 24 hours is not fair. Patrick, I understand if you haven't sorted everything out yet. The last thing I want to do is ask you to choose between Robin and me.
Appreciate that.
But with that said, I have to agree with Carlos on this. I think I deserve an answer.
What the hell was that? Well, I was simply telling the truth.
You tell the truth. How can you even say that with a straight
Please,
face?
let's not fight. I don't want to fight with you. I want to talk to you. It's been so long since we've talked.
That's because I haven't been returning your phone calls.
Well, now I don't have to call you. I can ask you right to your face. Would you like to have lunch with me? I hear they make a terrific tuna carpaccio at the Metro Court. What do you say? Your favorite. Will you have lunch with me?
I'll pass. You have lunch by yourself. I have to stay here with Michael.
Ms. Jerome?
course you deserve an answer. And I would love to give you one, but Sabrina, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened, and I just need a little bit of time.
Okay.
Listen to me. I'm so sorry. It's killing me that I hurt you, but can we go home?
Are you serious? You're gonna make up for leaving Sabrina at the altar by giving her a
I
ride?
told you one more time, this has nothing to do with you.
You made yourself real clear, Doc. Sabrina ain't nothing more to you than a consolation prize, but she is my great love. I'll be happy to make sure she gets home safe.
Okay, you know what? I'm a grown woman. I can take myself home.
Sabrina, please. Sabrina, will you please?
Nice work, Doc.
He refused to end things with Sabrina.
He couldn't just walk away from her. I mean, he had said his vows to her. He really has feelings for her.
What about his feelings for you?
Look, Patrick doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what to do, okay? And I'm not sure what to do next either.
Yes, you do. Aren't you the Robin who just told me that I could get through anything? The woman who just survived for 2 years without her family? Who beat death?
Okay, you're not gonna slap me, are you?
No, but I am gonna tell you what to do. Patrick is your husband. You are gonna fight for him.
You're right. I didn't fight my way out of being held hostage just to concede defeat. I am a better woman than that.
Damn right you are.
And so are you. Maxie, please promise me, no matter how bad things get, no matter what happens, that you will never think about taking pills ever again. Now that I'm back in the world, the last thing I want is for you not to be in it with me.
You don't have to worry. We're both gonna be around for a long time.
As a doctor, I have to tell you that head injuries can mess with your sense of direction. You go anywhere near Sabrina, and you're a dead man.
Hello, Serena. We haven't been properly introduced. I'm Robin Scorpio Drake, Patrick's wife.
You go anywhere near Sabrina, and you're a dead man.
Now who's gonna kill me? Dr. Drake? It's gonna take someone with way bigger cojones than you to take me out. What'd you find out about Carlos Rivera?
Carlos Rivera has no connection to Lily's family.
Well, then we can proceed as planned. Take care of him.
When do you want to get it done?
No time like the present.
Yeah, of course. Of course I know who you are. Are you looking for Patrick because he's not here?
All right, because you work for the Jeromes, that makes you a tough guy.
Nah. Being someone who could wipe the floor with your ass, that's what makes me a tough guy.
How about it?
Truth? When we throw down, I'm gonna make sure you look like the bad guy. I wish Sabrina had enough when she did, so she could see what her kind, gentle doctor is capable of.
All right, because then you don't look like the bully that took advantage of Sabrina when she was down. Is that right?
Why was she down in the first place? Oh, that's right. Because the man she was supposed to marry
Because my wife
bailed.
returned after 2 years of being presumed dead. That's why.
Yeah, but weren't you past that? Didn't you put the old wedding ring away? You got a new one out for Sabrina. Now you need time to think things through.
Do you think this is easy?
Oh, is it hard for you? What about Sabrina? You think her heart is gonna break any less
You have no
when you
idea
choose
what you're
Robin over her? Yeah, take your time, you selfish bastard. Think things through. Cause I'll be here. I'm gonna be the one to pick her up and put her back together when you're done torturing her.
No, I was actually looking for you.
You're looking for me.
I was just hoping that we could talk. Can I come in?
Can I get you anything? Coffee? I think we have coffee. Water?
No, thank you. I'm good. It's a beautiful dress.
Oh, thanks. It was my mother's. She died when I was little.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I guess you and Emma had that in common.
Yeah, I thought we did. But of course you're not, dead. Which is great. It's great for Emma.
Sabrina.
Yes.
The reason that I'm here is I wanted to say thank you.
For what?
For taking such good care of my daughter and for being there for her when I couldn't. You make her really happy.
Well, it was my pleasure.
I was finally alone with Emma last night and she was telling me all of the things that you two do together and she just adores you.
Robin, look, I hope that you don't think that I was trying to take your place. I know that nobody could have ever replaced my mother. So I know that I couldn't take your place with Emma.
Thank you for saying that.
Not any more than I could with Patrick.
Someone looks like they could use a hug.
What do you guys want?
You're coming with us.
You gonna go for a little ride?
Cupid, I'm fine.
Drake Jr., who do you think you're talking to? I was at that church yesterday. You could have knocked me over with a feather when Dr. Scorpio Drake showed up.
Pretty unbelievable, right?
Right. And I also saw when you planted that kiss on her in front of God and everybody. It's obvious that you two love each other.
Yeah, it is.
Too bad for Nurse Santiago, though.
Tiffany, I don't want to talk about this.
I saw her when she ran out of that church like she was on fire. And I also saw you do the right thing when you went after her. And I also saw when you came back. But what I didn't see was who you went home with. Was it Robin or Sabrina?
Neither. I didn't go home with either one of them. I spent the night alone.
From what Emma told me, you did everything you could to keep my memory alive for her.
Yeah, of course I did.
And you brought back the nurse's ball. I have that to thank you for as well.
Oh, I was so happy to do that.
Okay, I don't know how to say this, so I'm just gonna say it.
Please.
I don't think that you tried to replace me in Patrick's life. I think that you found your own place in his heart and he fell in love with you. Obviously, he was ready to spend the rest of his life with you.
Yeah, well, that was before you came back. I mean, everything's different now.
I'm not so sure about that. I don't know if Patrick told you, but yesterday at the church, I told him to go after you.
You did. Why?
I watched the wedding. I watched a good deal of it, and it was obvious to me. It kept hitting me over and over again how much he loves you and how much you love him. And I thought that you deserved an explanation right away, and Patrick was so shocked by seeing me, he was just, he couldn't move.
Well, I'm sure he thought that you would disappear again if he blinked.
Something like that. But that's why I told him to go talk to you.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Of course, I know that he had to talk to you was the right thing to do, but what I didn't expect was what happened when he came back. After he talked to you.
What did you expect?
Well, I expected to go home with him. I mean, but that's not what happened.
Wait, so you didn't go home with Patrick and Emma?
No. Patrick asked me to, but I said no because he told me that he did not break things off with you. Sabrina, I know that I have no right to ask you this, but...
What?
I need you to help me get my husband back.
Seriously, guys, the cemetery? You couldn't think of something more subtle, like a horse's head on my bed? Seriously, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Julian and Jerome have a student working for him?
That looks like.
You know exactly what we're doing here. Julian needs to know that he can't mess with me and get away with it.
You see, we need to send a message. It looks like you drew the short straw.
And we can't go after Julian because Danny Morgan might need his bone marrow.
No, we gotta put the baby first, right?
And I promised Kiki that I wouldn't hurt her mother. So that leaves you, Vivera.
Do it. Do it. Shoot me. Get it over with. Shoot me.
I say that I didn't think this was going to be an easy decision for you.
Epiphany, if somebody would have told me that I wouldn't wrap my arms around Robin and take her home with me and never let her go if I ever saw her again, I would say that they're absolutely crazy. I love Robin. But Sabrina and I, we built something special.
You have.
And I love Sabrina. And it doesn't just go away. But I love Robin too.
What exactly are you asking me to do?
Patrick is confused. I mean, who can blame him? He thought I was dead for the last 2 years. And I had also left him a DVD telling him that I wanted him to move on if anything were to happen to me. And I am so glad that he found you. I really am. I appreciate that he had that time with you. But I'm back now. I'm his wife. He is my husband, and Emma is my daughter. And I want them back. So I'm asking you to make that decision for Patrick. And please, just let him go.
You'd understand that I have to protect the people that I love by sending your boss a message.
And do it.
I will. Just not yet.
Yeah. You see, if we did that, we'd get stuck with doing all the work.
The hell are you talking about? What work?
Start digging!
It's funny.
Wish I knew what to tell you, Drake Jr.
I finally found a place where I could tuck away my love for Robin. Like a safe place where I could still feel it. But I also accepted the fact that I was never going to share that love with her again. And when I did that, there was like this new, pure wave of love that came flooding in for Sabrina. And I mean, we're standing at the altar, we're exchanging rings, and then
Your wife comes home.
I don't know what to do. And I know that's wrong and it's selfish and I'm letting them both hang there. And so, I mean, what is it? What does that say?
It says you're human.
You're asking me to let Patrick go.
I know it's not fair.
Well, that's not the point. I mean, this isn't my decision to make. It's Patrick's. He said that he needed time.
Oh, come on. We're talking about Patrick here. Patrick doesn't want to hurt anyone. He especially doesn't want to hurt you. You helped him through his grief. You helped Emma with everything. You respected him until he was, ready to move on. Just make it easy for him. You can help him.
How am I supposed to help him?
By making the decision for him. Tell him that he's my husband and that he belongs with me. And now that I'm back, you won't come between him and his family. He needs to know that you're okay with that.
This is it's a lot. It's a lot to process, Robin.
I'm his wife, Sabrina. I gave him that push to go to you yesterday. I'm asking for you to do the same. You say that you love Patrick.
I do love him.
Then do this for him. Be the strong one and make things right for all of us.
Patrick and I are supposed to be on our honeymoon right now. And instead, I'm standing here with you, his not-so-late wife, and you're asking me to break up with him?
I know that I am asking a lot. But thinking about my family is the only thing that got me through when I was gone. Every day I would think about coming home to Patrick and Emma. It's the only thing that kept me alive. It's the only thing that kept me sane. If I had thought for even 1 second that wasn't going to happen and that we wouldn't be together as a family, I wouldn't have made it. I'm asking you, Sabrina, please, let me and Emma and Patrick be a family again.
Robin and Sabrina, they're so different, but in a lot of ways they're so alike. And it kills me to think that I'm gonna hurt one of them.
Drake Jr., you're in love with 2 different women through no fault of your own. Of course you're confused.
You're right.
Of course I'm right. What am I right about?
That hug. I could use a hug.
Hello, Julian. Relax. It's just me.
How'd you get in here?
Haven't you learned yet how resourceful I can be?
School's been out for a few hours. Shouldn't you be canoodling with your boy toy?
Tell me, how's your love life? Any sign of Carly or Alexis?
What do you want, Ava?
Carlos. I'm worried about Carlos.
We're not gonna shoot you. At least not yet.
Get up. No, we wouldn't do that. We'd get stuck doing all the work.
Work? What the hell are you talking about? Start digging. You want me to dig my own grave? Nothing personal, Rivera. I need to send a message to your boss. He started the war. I'm gonna end it.
What's this about Carlos?
He was supposed to meet up with me tonight, but he never showed. That's not like him.
So he forgot to cancel. There's no reason to assume the worst.
Except he isn't answering my calls. They go straight to voicemail. He must have shut off his phone.
I wouldn't worry about it, Ava. Last night was his ex's wedding, Sabrina. He wasn't handling it too well. So if I had to guess, he's off somewhere licking his wounds. Or, if he's lucky, getting them licked.
I hope you're right.
Please, Mr. Carentos. Sonny, you don't want to do this.
The man said dig.
If I ran for it, you'd probably shoot me in the back.
Keep stalling, and I'll shoot you now.
Carlos has been our associate for a long time now. If he's
Exactly.
upset,
Associate, not a friend, in spite of your fondness for him. So if Carlos is upset about Sabrina getting married, we're not the people he's going to turn to. We're his employers, remember?
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, he's a big boy, Ava. He can take care of himself.
then why can't I shake this bad feeling?
That'll do.
Please don't do this.
You should be grateful I'd have clipped your ass last week if it wasn't for your last name.
My name?
I needed to make sure you weren't related to my late wife.
I could be valuable to you.
Valuable? You want to be valuable to me? You send a message to your boss and you let him know who runs this. You know, I don't need to be talking to him. End it!
Wait!
And my father last night.
How'd that go?
Well, he acted like nothing changed, that we could still work on this friendship, this fake relationship that he pretended we had while he was acting like Derek Wells.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell.
Well, of course, I said that I didn't want to have anything to do with him.
It wasn't just that. It was something that Sam said afterwards.
In the heat of the moment, I said something without thinking.
What did you say?
I accidentally said something to Julian about our brother.
She said somebody by the name of Lucas. Probably wouldn't want anything to do with me either.
Lucas, who's that?
Well, that's what I need to find out.
You're making a big mistake.
This is happening. The least you can do is man up and accept it. Take him.
Wait! I gotta hear this. You have to
I
hear
don't know
this.
about you, man. I'm having enough.
Please, you said that I wasn't related to your late wife, but you were wrong. I am related to Lily Rivera. I'm her brother.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anybody by the name of Lucas in Sam's family. There's nobody by that name in our family. Unless, of course, your mother had another bastard.
Wow. You just love throwing that bastard part in, don't you?
Statement of facts. So, any chance that you have another sibling that you forgot to mention?
Did my mom have another kid with father? Doubtful. After I was born, Delia became obsessed with a more gauche family.
It's just that the way Sam mentioned his name, it sounded as if this Lucas was supposed to be important to me.
Are you sure you're not reading too much into this? Interpreting a random statement as much more important than it actually is?
No. Now, when she mentioned his name, it was not random.
Well, I'm sorry, Julian, I can't help you. The only Lucas I know of in this town is Lucas Lorenzo Spencer.
Let's forget.
Lily Rivera is my sister.
You're not related, Sean checked.
Well, then Sean didn't check hard enough. I'm her brother.
She's an only child.
No, Lily was an only legitimate child. My father had a mistress. Many men do.
Oh, come on, man. This is a bunch of bull, Sonny.
It's not. No, I'm not.
Hey, I want to hear it.
My father never married my mother, but he gave me his last name. He didn't have a legitimate son to take over the business. He wanted me to do it, but my mother, she didn't want it. She didn't want me to have any part of this. She did not want this for my life.
Sonny, look, he's lying.
I'm not. You just don't want to admit you missed something. My mother hid me away. She was afraid of my father's enemies.
So why didn't Lily tell her husband, or didn't she know?
She knew. Lily knew about me. She respected my mother's wishes. She didn't tell anybody about me.
This could be a story.
Yeah, well, the truth often is.
Don't believe this.
You love my sister, yeah? Well, she died. Her and her baby died because of you. You really gonna kill her only brother now?
The way that Sam mentioned Lucas didn't sound like she was referring to Luke Spencer. It sounded as if it was family.
Well, there's a simple solution. Just ask Sam who she's talking about.
Given the way things ended last night, Sam won't be providing any answers. You know what? Doesn't mean I can't find them myself.
That family, there's nothing to suggest that this punk is Lily's brother.
I told you my mother hid me away. Lily would never put me in danger by telling the truth to anybody, especially you, Sonny. Everybody knew that you, as Lily's husband, were set to take over my father's business.
Listen to me. For Lily's sake, I need to prove you wrong. We're gonna keep you someplace safe until we find that proof. If you're lying, I will kill you myself. Get him out of here.
However,
I don't believe in justice. I'm not sure I ever did. But I promise you, Lily, if this guy who says he's your brother, I promise I'm not gonna kill him. Unless I know for sure he's not.
I don't know.
Let me see if I got this straight. Patrick finds Carlos kissing you. So they cross swords, each thinking they're defending your honor. But then you let them both have it, drop the mic and sash it away, leaving the men yearning in your wake? Damn, girl. Your life is officially the plot of the next great Beyonce video.
trust me, it wasn't that fabulous.
It still could be. Patrick could come in, fall to his knees, and declare that you're the only one he'll ever love.
Yeah, he could, but he won't.
Why not?
Because as soon as I see Patrick, I'm telling him that it's over.
How's that girl?
She's good. Yeah. She's with Emma. Everything taken care of.
No one's gonna find Faison or know what we did to him.
No one must. Especially not Duke.
We will be home with Daddy the way it's supposed to be really soon.
What about Sabrina?
Who is that? Do you want to go see?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Daddy!
Hey.
Hey, Kevin. Duke! How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. What are you doing down here? Are you trawling for new patches?
Am I that transparent? No, actually, I'm looking for Lucy. You haven't seen her, have you?
No, I haven't seen Lucy for quite some time. Is everything all right?
Far from it.
We have to be sure no one finds out what we did to Faison.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Because the consequences could be severe if this leaks out. Not just for us, but for Robin and her family, too. They could pay the price.
Daddy? Did you miss me and Mommy?
Of course I missed you. Every minute of every day. Did you have fun with Mommy and Grandma?
Yeah, I'm ready to go home now. Is that why you're here? To take us home?
So that's it. You just giving up? It's over? Done? Kaput?
It's not going to be done until I speak to Patrick.
Then what are you gonna do? Just get over it and move on?
As difficult as this is for me, I know that it's a million times worse for Patrick. That's why I need to walk away.
How do you figure?
Robin is Patrick's wife. Emma is their daughter, and the only reason why they aren't together is because of an accident of fate.
Girl, fate had nothing to do with it. She was kidnapped by a bunch of psychos.
All the more reason why Patrick, Robin, and Emma should be together. They're a family, Felix. The only thing keeping them from being one is me. Letting Patrick go is what's best for everybody.
Everybody but you.
It's the right thing to do.
Says who? I can think of all sorts of concerned individuals, one who's more concerned than the rest of them. So, do you want me to go down the list, or are you just gonna tell me?
Okay. It was Robin.
Did you brush your teeth yet?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Go brush your teeth, all right?
So what's up? You're not here to take us home, are you?
Robin, I'm just, Still trying to figure this out.
Haven't you spoken to Sabrina?
Yes, I saw Sabrina
Last night?
yesterday morning.
Okay. Well, I thought you two would have figured things out by now.
Robin, I'm sorry. I wish we could go back to the way things were, like nothing happened, but it's more complicated than that.
For me, sorry, I know that's not fair.
And you don't have to worry about being fair. It's okay. You want your family back.
It's not just my family. Patrick, it's our family.
Well, Robin, look, I lost you.
I know that's what you
No,
thought,
please,
but
let me explain something here. When that lab exploded, I thought you were gone. Everybody thought you were gone. But it's not like you just went away. Okay, I thought about you. All the time. I woke up in the morning, the scent was on your pillow. I'd go to the hospital, you'd be there, the ring on my finger. I kept the plane tickets from the trip that I bought you for your birthday.
Why did you keep them?
Because I was hoping and praying that you would come back to me and we could go on the trip.
I am back. I am. In Paris, in Tokyo, and Rio, all of those places, they're still there. All we have to do is pick up Emma and
It's
go.
not that simple. I thought you were dead. I had to tear up the tickets. I had to take my ring off. I watched that video that you left me so many times just so I could hear your voice. I had to make the hardest decision of my life to try and move on from you. I spent so many mornings waking up without you there and everybody that I love telling me that I had to move on. And I finally did.
Right before I came home. Robin came to visit me last night, and with all the craziness of the wedding, we never said a word to each other.
Okay, how did that conversation progress from, hi, I'm Robin, I'm back from the dead, to, thanks for keeping my bed warm, now take a hike?
Felix, that's not fair.
I don't care if it's fair, just tell me if it's accurate.
Look, all Robin did was put words to thoughts that were already floating around in my head.
Such as?
That I was coming between Patrick and his family. And that I could basically just do everybody a favor and let him go. And you know what, Felix? She's right. If I were in Robin's shoes, I would feel the exact same way.
So you're just gonna hurt yourself?
There's no reason to put it off. I'm gonna go find Patrick right now and end it.
Over my dead body.
Could you possibly be wound any tighter?
There are going to be questions about Faison.
So let's have our ducks in a row. You're right. The truth of this can never come out. So let's practice our poker face.
Don't you worry about me. I'm taking this to my grave.
Do you and Lucy have your wires crossed? You might say that. I heard she was working pretty closely with Scotty Baldwin. You don't say. You might want to check his room. Yeah, it's good advice.
I know what I want. I want you, and I want Emma. I want our family back together.
Are we going home now?
Oh, not yet, baby. Daddy is gonna spend some quality time with you before school. Okay? Have a good day and have a blast with math.
Okay. What are you gonna do today, Mommy?
There's someone I have to see. See you later, baby.
You've hopped up on a big cross and now you're asking for nails. Look, I realize that Robin's lived through more trials than Joe, but is that a reason to sacrifice your happiness and Patrick's?
How do you know Patrick's not gonna be happier with Robin?
I don't, but I do know that Patrick Drake loves you and that he was already happy with you.
Yes, but that was before.
So if things were as clear to Patrick as they apparently are to you, he would have already gone back to Robin. But he hasn't done that.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, let's not talk about Faison again. At all. Dude.
Something wrong, Library?
There certainly is. I know what you did.
You mind speaking plainly?
Certainly. Anna told me everything. There are no more secrets.
Regarding?
Julian Jerome. And the fact that you helped to fake his death. Thanks to you and the WSB, you managed to whisk him out of Port Charles before he could be punished for what he and his family did to me, to Anna, to my family.
I explained to you that Robert was under orders.
It's okay. I don't need defending here. Let Lavery take his best shot. For 20 years, I kept Jerome under control and out of Port Charles, and away from interfering with people. I did everything I could.
You could have told Anna.
She thought Jerome had killed you. She would have gone off seeking revenge and made herself cannon fodder for the WSB.
Oh, so you did this to protect Anna?
I made a judgment call.
A poor one. The secret did nobody any good. Secrets rarely do.
Why are you taking so long to bring me and Mommy home?
Because me and Mommy have been apart for a little while, so we just need to take a little time to get to know each other a little bit.
But she's the same as she was before she went to visit heaven.
Yeah, she is.
Don't you want to be with me and Mommy?
Yes, of course I do.
Then what are you waiting for?
It's very complicated. But it has to do with Sabrina.
Everybody's got dreams. I don't know why you think yours are any less worthy than Robin's. And Pat, you both need to realize Patrick is his own man. He can make his own decisions about his own life. So let him. And don't let Robin push you around. She's not the boss of you.
Neither are you.
Oh, honey. If that makes you feel better believing that, be my guest. Just don't let Robin cajole you into doing something you don't want to do.
Sabrina do something wrong?
No, Sabrina didn't do anything wrong.
Then what's the problem?
You know how you and Sabrina, we talked about being a family, right? Because we love each other and we care about each other so much. Well, if we became a family, then Mommy would be really upset and hurt. But if me, you, and Mommy just went back to the way things were, then Sabrina would be really upset and hurt. And I don't want to hurt either one of them. Does that make sense? Do you understand that?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Try and figure something else out. All right, what about the time your friend Megan invited you for a play date, but she didn't invite Jenny?
But Daddy, Megan said she was sorry. And the next time she had a play date, she asked me and Jenny. So why can't I be a family with Sabrina and Mommy too?
Listen, I'm really sorry to track you down at work. I just want to make sure that we clear things up.
Clear what up?
Well, last night I thought we had an understanding that you were going to break things off with Patrick.
Yes, that's how we left things.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You just haven't had an opportunity to talk with him yet.
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, I know that Patrick is at the Metro Court, and your friend Felix can cover for you. I can tell Epiphany where you've gone, and we can take care of this today.
I can't do that. I won't.
I'm going to apologize to you for how I handled the Jerome business.
Oh, so you have no regrets, you have no remorse?
Not one. I had it under control, right up until Obrecht stuck me with that needle. Do you think that Jerome would have had the guts to come back to Port Charles if I hadn't been in a coma?
You could have had a contingency plan. That way he would have been stopped.
I did what I could, and besides, I don't recall you being around to help.
I was in prison, thanks to Julian and Faison.
No, thanks to yourself.
Oh, come on, Robert.
Hey, look, man, take a bit of responsibility here. You're a known associate of Jerome's. You chose to be part of that organization.
Duke stepped away from that kind of life a long time ago.
Did he?
Yeah, and he's going to distance himself from it, and I'm going to handle Jerome.
And after what Jerome did to me, to you, to Anna, and who knows who else, he has to be stopped. I agree. Together, we can neutralize him.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, you don't have to say anything now. I mean, just think about it and then come back to me. Is that fair enough?
Isn't that right?
Wait, so you're not gonna break things off with Patrick?
Robin, I've had some time to think about our conversation, and I wish I could do what you want.
Well, you could do it last night.
Look, I know that Patrick loves you, and I know that you love him, and after everything that you've been through, the last thing I want to do is cause you any more pain.
But then please don't.
But the thing is, Patrick loves me too. And my stepping aside isn't gonna make him love me any less.
So, what? You think I'm the one that should step aside?
No, that's not what I'm saying, not at all. I'm saying that whatever happens next can't be up to you, and it can't be up to me. It has to be up to Patrick.
Making our family even bigger with Sabrina and Mommy is a really nice idea, but it just doesn't work that way.
Why not?
Okay, you know in your fantasy books, right? The prince, he can't have two princesses, he can only have one.
So you can only be with Mommy or Sabrina?
Yeah. A little bit more like that. But you know what's never gonna change? Me and you. We're always gonna be together.
Together with who, Daddy? Are you gonna be a Sabrina or Mommy?
It's better this way. Whoever Patrick ends up with, it needs to be his choice.
Thing is, Sabrina, I know that deep down Patrick wants to be with me. This is only going to end badly for you.
I guess we'll see.
Sabrina, please. Rethink your decision. I know you might not believe this, but I don't want to see you get hurt either. But it's inevitable. And the longer you deny it, the worse it's going to be for you.
Julian Jerome is a matter best left to the police. Well, I'm sure the PCPD can give them their full attention now that Jerry Jackson, Obrecht, and Faison have all been dealt with.
That's the plan.
So I assume Faison is safely back in Steinbach now.
Oh, trust me. You ain't never gonna hear from him again.
I don't know how things are gonna turn out yet.
Do you think he'll know by Christmas? Santa won't know where to come until we put our stockings up.
Oh, don't you worry about that, okay? Santa will find you wherever you are. And everything between me and Mommy and Sabrina will be figured out by then. I promise.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.